Everybody, before we get into this morning's update, I want to go over a quick synopsis of what to expect. First, we've got the CPI data being released in about 7 minutes at 8:30 p.m. or a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We've got Bitcoin right around 30,000 at 29,970. We've got XRP sitting around 0.5030. We're going to take a look at all of that. I'm going to talk about a Bitcoin risky futures trade, and the only reason I am even going to talk about it is because we went down to 29,825. We're at 29,000 roughly 970. You can take a long if you think the CPI data is going to come out less than expected and you think we're actually going to get a pump in the markets, and that's why we had a dump now. And it would be about a 0.56% risk. It's a $56 risk on a 1,010x trade. These are the kind of trades I like, even though there's a 67.8% chance that the trade fails and only a 37.2% chance that this goes up. If it does go up, it'll be a volatile move up, in the $55 risk or $52 risk on $1,000 to me is very worth it. And these are the kind of situations you get into in these volatile moves. Like I said, if you're going to make any kind of play in the market, there's about a 67.8% chance that we go down. But if the CPI data comes out the way that I'm anticipating, and it's going to be slightly skewed, if they do lowball it, I do find the way that the futures markets or the Dow will pump, and so will crypto and risk on assets. And I could see a scenario where the US dollar slightly is in favor this morning. So we'll see. It could be under some pressure. So pay attention to all of that. Make sure that like button, as it greatly helps push me through the analytics. And we have a lot to talk about this morning. I'm going to try to give you some free advice on little spots that I like to take little gambles on. Catch you on the other side of the intro. Good morning, 8:27 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Wednesday, April 12th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So as you guys heard, I did talk about a Bitcoin at 29,975. We're looking at Bitcoin right now. It looks like we're putting in a head and shoulders pattern. We're down below the 20-day. It looks like a bear flag. But what I was suggesting is if we do get a CPI reading in a couple minutes that supports a pump with risk on assets, it could be a volatile spike up, but that's only a 32% chance in my opinion. I put the stop loss right down here at 29,800. It's a 0.52% risk from where I entered, which is $52 on $1,000 on a 10x trade, which is a $10,000 trade. Those are the kind of situations I like to be in. Even though I anticipate this to fail, so I don't encourage you to take this trade, I like to be in spots like this where we have CPI data being released. It looks like it should dump, and if it dumps, I lose $52. If it pumps, it could be something special. So we're going to look at that, but I highly encourage you, if you're going to do it, at least have some room here to where you put your stop loss below that lowest wick that we had on this pattern low right here on the push up, because now you can kind of see until we break down, it's very possible we could be starting some kind of pattern like this, and that could be your uptrending support. So that's what I would like you to pay attention to. If we look at the actual pattern, we're still above a very key support level at 29,818, which I'm going to lower that just a little bit. I mean, just a hair. I guess I'm not going to lower it, am I? 29,827. And the 29,800 level, that's on the USDT. So if you're in a USD trade, I would still suggest the 29,800, but you could do about 29,820. I know if you're watching me and you've seen it, some people told me I put my stop loss too low. That's because the USDT is at 29,803 and USD is at 29,827 approximately. So pay attention to all factors. We need Bitcoin though. If it loses this 29,827 on this chart, we're probably going to come back down to the 28,688. If we do hold this, this is your confirmation for another push up and likely to hit that technical target around 31,800. Actually, it's about 32,000 now. We're actually moving up quite high now in this uptrending resistance. We're up to almost 32,000. Man, that's getting up there. 31,000 over there. I was going to say, what is that open on the side? 32,215. So we're looking at 32,200 if we could get a break up. But like I said, the likelihood of this breaking up, it might not be in everybody's favor because, well, then there you go. Now we just popped up 200 points right on 830. This is what I was talking about, a quick spike like this, where the CPI comes out and all of a sudden the data's twisted. We get a lower than anticipated reading. There's all these different scenarios where this could happen. Kind of jumped out right away. Now this update's not even going to get out like I wanted. XRP jumped up to 5071. So we're going to have to watch this because that was a very quick spike. We'll see if Bitcoin can break 30,578 on a quick spike. But, I mean, the CPI data just came out. It rose 0.4% and the estimate was 0.4%. So, I mean, that's that on the money, actually. So we're going to watch this. This is going to be very volatile. XRP, while we're on here, we got to get back into this uptrending resistance. It's kind of like this triangle that was formed. We want to be on top of 5079 and try to push up to this 5201 and back over the 522. If we break down, we already know which way XRP is going. We would probably... And like right now, if you're making a trade, you got to go through the volatility and you got to have your stop losses in appropriate spots. It's just... That's the way it goes. Okay, so I just had to change my stop loss. I put it to 30,200. It would guarantee me about $50. And then if it breaks back there, I know we would probably get a better entry. But I did do a 10x at 29,975. I put it on Twitter, put it in the Telegram. Because I said with the CPI coming out, these are the spots I like to be. And I even told everybody as this update started. So pay attention to that. As I explained, I updated my stop loss to 30,200, which it could get stopped out very quickly, but I would like to take the profit and re-enter if it were to have a breakdown here. So we'll see what happens with Bitcoin, but just pay attention to that. And then with XRP, I'm going to release this so everybody can see what's going on with Bitcoin so you can see the numbers. But XRP right here, 50,752 or 50752. We've got to get back over here, and we got to push our way back up to the 522. If we lose this low support that we put in at 50098, you're coming back down to the 494. But that was a nice 30-minute, not a lot of volume, but the 30-minute candle came in. And now, before I leave this, let's take a look at the CPI real quick. We just need to take a quick look at the CPI. There's the headline we're looking for if we're looking for some kind of a pump, ladies and gentlemen. Inflation rises 0.1%. The Dow jumped up 220 points. My own personal expectation was that they were going to try to lowball these numbers. And the fact that they're starting out with inflation rises 0.1% in March, less than expected. They're starting out with the less than expected narrative, and this is what we want. And then we've got the U.S. March CPI up half what was expected, 0.1% month over month. Estimates of 0.2%. U.S. March consumers price rise 5% year over year. Estimates 5.1%. So honestly, if you're looking for an environment to possibly pump, this could have been the environment we were looking for a pump today. Pay very close attention because this is going to be very interesting. They're doing the inflation foul headline. Whenever they do this, it's a bullish reversal typically. That's why I said that big dump yesterday could have been the little bit of a bear trap, setting us up for a further move up to about 32,000. But we're going to see. We're going to see breaking U.S. headline CPI fell to 5% versus expected 5.1%. So as you can see, that's had a very, very big compounding effect on the markets. Bitcoin jumped up to 30,380. We've got the Dow is up 98 points to 33,684 in the pre-market, but it looks a little bit more than that. It looks like this is a little bit behind. As the futures is now up 250 points, S&P's up 39, Nasdaq's up 160, and Russell 2000's up 22. And like I said, we have an entry on Bitcoin at 29,975. Our initial stop loss was 29,800. We've moved that stop loss up to 30,200, so we are in the profit securely. But I would like to see this move a little bit higher than this, as this could be the first of a volatile spike. Now, remember, if we don't break above, for XRP, that 51.07, we've got to get back up in the 30-minute above that 200-day. That's your first outlier that maybe this isn't all tracked up to be. And then with Bitcoin, you see this volatile push up. We're looking to make new highs here, which we almost have, but we need to get above 30,563 to continue pushing up. And like I said, I am just moving my stop loss with this as it goes. The key when you're doing a futures trade is you try to make sure you get out of the loss. If you want to join Tom's Army, join the channel, send a donation of XRP. That's all in the video description below and or pinned comments. And then if you want to trade XRP like you see me trading, or longing or shorting the market, I have two great options where there's no buy spot fees on the buy and sell. That's MEXC and or BITGET. It's in the video description below and or pinned comments. And if you want to send XRP, that's in the same areas. Hashtag be better, do better. Hashtag fight assassins. And remember, help one person each and every day. Because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, what the hell is the point on this journey? And remember, pay attention to the charts each and every day.